Oh boys. When it comes to this episode, there are so many things wrong with it that I could sit here for 30 minutes and talk about how wrong it is. The Girl of the Dreams, episode 10, is the worst Lyoko episode. There is no argument. There is no debate. Out of the entire 94 episode journey, this is the skippable one. Because not only is it completely useless, not only is the character a one off, but it's Jeremy at his absolute worst. Well, kinda. But it will never get as bad as this. It will be equally as bad. Jeremy's possessive tendencies will take more of a grim and disturbing hold when we get to season 2 and beyond. But this is the first indication that this kid ain't right. This kid's lack of social interaction, and the first time a girl has literally touched him, besides that whole Yumi thing, is going to drive him down the rabbit of toxic relationships. But until then, we have this first example of just, he ain't right. The cut for time and the cut through the BS. The episode's premise isn't even about the Xana attack. Ho hum, Yumi gets picked on again. The, the last of the pick on Yumi week episodes. We finally got there. She gets picked on by a pair of her own family's samurai armor, which is oddly accurate looking. But that's not really worth anything. The attack is quickly over and Dunzo once the super alarming A plot is done. What's this super alarming A plot? Well, the Guardian from Cruel Don't from a couple episodes ago is back again. This time the Guardian has imprisoned Aelita after another failed rematerialization attempt. At the same time this happens, a new transfer student known as Talia enters the school as a freshman. She looks strangely similar to a human version of Aelita. By the way, Talia, Aelita backwards. So even the writing staff is trying to get this horrible trick over our heads. But her personality is too absurd, too self-assured, and too questioning. Much like a podcast without danger noted in their episode about the whole thing. She is the viewpoint of the person who's just watching Code Lyoko for the first time and doesn't understand a thing. And is questioning everything, not allowing suspension of disbelief. But our our paranoid scopal nerd boy, Jeremy, is almost absolutely assured that this is the materialized Aelita. To a point of put him in a freaking straitjacket, get him his comfort meds, and check on him every 4 hours. I mean, the amount of rudeness, the amount of arrogance, the amount of unbridled, non logical belief of Jeremy here is crazy. Yelling at the others, telling Talia about the lab, and about everything. Yes, he does save her from the samurai sword twice, but that does not excuse just how poorly Jeremy is as a character in total. And what does Jeremy get for all this life saving and protection that Jeremy, even though he's paranoid as heck, gets? Well, he gets a snitch. Yep. She leaves the factory, manages to snitch to the school staff, and almost gets him detained before the tower is deactivated. Yes, Jeremy is the king of freaking stupid in this episode. I mean, yes. In the episode Cart Before the Ponies and Friendship is Magic, the adults were made stupid to an ear-splitting, mind-graining, inducing degree. But the amount of stupid that Jeremy is here, and the amount of not stupid the rest of the group here is about the size of the Grand freaking Canyon. I mean, my God. Just watching through this episode, I had to skip through parts of it because I just wanted it to be freaking over. And the fact that this character is a total one off that is never ever heard from again. Not even as a passing background character walking the grounds. I mean, Talia just disappears into the ether where Samantha from Zombies is at. She's never seen again. So what are we left with? Jeremy being King Stupid for 22 minutes for no reason. And we're supposed to feel sympathetic for Jeremy here to some level of degree because he gets snitched on. No, you deserve to get snitched because you are a paranoid idiot. Obviously, this episode is a 1 out of 6. You don't need to hear me blurt out a score for this. It's absolutely freaking terrible. And thank God I will never, ever have to watch this train wreck of an episode again. Even though Jeremy will have several more car crashes along the way, this is the worst. Because it takes not only him and the passenger, meaning us, for a ride in a screaming metal death trap, it takes casualties. And the funny thing is, the next episode actually makes Jeremy look smart. So it even makes this episode look worse. Listen to the nearly 2 hour diatribe that a podcast without danger provides this episode, and laugh historically as they bring up how obviously stupid this is. 'Cause I can't. It's beyond description. Thank God I'm moving the plague next week, and thank God this is WrestleMania week, because this episode would have killed my vibe if it was this week that I had to watch it. My God. Oh, see you for the WrestleMania predictions video later this week. Find peace in your own nirvana, and please skip this episode.